Good morning, YouTube, and I just want to know that you are a pain in my ass. I'm trying to figure out how to get a camera angle to actually start opening some of these boxes and have fun with you all. But my biggest problem is there's these two lights up here, and they hit the camera angle because of what I do to it. So this is the best I can get. If I go down like this, it's glary. Go, can't fix it. So I am actually looking for a really special tin of tobacco. And so we're downstairs. I'll show you when we leave. I'll move the camera around. In the spot that's eventually going to be a little tobacco smoking space, because I got a window that I can put a small fan, which I've already got a ventilator fan. And I've got just this little bitty area. Now, this is not the main tobaccos, If I bought like, whoops, there you went. See, I told you you're a pain in my ass. I have no way to make you stay still. You're on a thing of hot sauce and boxes. So I'm looking for a really special tin of tobacco. These are my favorite kind of pipes, but they quit making them over here where we can get them. So I don't know if I'll ever get any more. They're called the Jeeps. So I thought I would start by opening up a couple boxes, but I said I'm looking for a really special tin of tobacco. Now, when I buy tobacco, I don't necessarily pack it like other people do. Now, I do have cases that are just certain tobaccos, but over the years I find that by mixing them up in each of the boxes, I actually have more fun, and it's kind of like a yabo when I open my own box and gifts to myself. So if it seems strange, yes, there are boxes, but they're not even here. Boxes that just had these tins of tobaccos. And I don't store all my tobaccos in one place. And I know a couple other people that are the same way, because I had a flood. I had a fire, and then when the fire was being put out, it produced a lot of water, which really flooded the area where my tobaccos were. Now, I lost so many. I mean, the thousands of dollars that I've lost in tobacco, that would be about 15, 16 years ago, and a little bit more. I can't even begin to estimate, because, I paid some good money, and a lot of them were one-offs, small batches, and stuff like that. So I really lost my ass, and I cried probably for months, because even afterwards I would still find bits and pieces the way I do, and I'd have to start crying all over again, because they're in a box that had maybe picture frames with some pictures that I lost. Would also be like 8 tins of tobacco that had to get thrown out too. So I learned not to put it all into one place, and I learned that you need to have a label of what the tobacco is inside of any of the jars, because a lot of the jars we were able to save, other than them just getting moist from setting up high, they never really got submerged. But the tin, I mean, everything rusted on it, and anything that had a label on it, it went away. So that's why I ended up with a whole lot of jars of, it smells nice. ISNs, and that's what it is. I don't know what the hell it is, but it smells nice. And that's what I had to do. I had to go through and open all of those tins and re-tint them if I was going to keep them. Or we had one hell of a smoke-off, I'll tell you, there in Kansas City when that happened. Years and years of collecting just out the window. So anyway, lost a lot of pipes then too. Oh, I don't even want to talk about those, because I'll start crying now if I start talking about the pipes I lost. It's bad enough that I'm keeping my, have learned to accept that I lost my tobacco, but it was hard to lose some of my pipes. Alrighty, I got a great big box down here, and I got a great big box up there. I think it'd be easier if you saw the box from up here than down there. I don't know what's in it, though. Let's look and see, eh? Oh, that's too heavy to move. But I'm also looking for, I'm having to step over boxes and around boxes, because Well, actually, this box looks very well packed. I don't know if I'm actually going to unpack it all or not, because it's not going to have what I want in it. But it has, what it has in here is, there's got to be pipes. Bunch of pipe stands. Some really nice tobacco jars. You'll see that they're in plastic because I do that. Let's see. Someone once said to get into any of my packages that I mail out, you need a small stick of dynamite. I'm not smoking a pipe down here right now because I was down here the other day smoking a pipe, and I was talking at the same time, and my embers fell on something. It didn't do anything but just, you know, make that smell where you know you've dropped a piece of ash. So it kept me working for hours trying to find it. But, oh, okay, these are, oh, I think I know what these are. These are some cobs, yeah, it's one of my favorite cobs. Put that stem on it. Looks like I got about 8 or 9 cobs in here. Yeah, that's what it is. Little cobs. 1, 2 with jewelry all over that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cobs. 7 cobs. I wonder how many cobs of pipes it takes to make an ear. Can you make an ear of corn if you put all the pieces of the cobs together? So, I've got a couple cobs out, or at least one I know of, out already, so there's no sense in me leaving any of those out. Ooh. See, I wish I knew what these were in there. Sometimes I should market them better. This has got a neat little case to it, though. No. Oh, my bonesies. Look, they're my bones with my bones gloves. Aww. It's 2 bones. I had 2 bones, and then Danny gave me my first bones. And then, and you know, I had been ordering I had ordered some bunny pipes from Chris Morgan early on. I had ordered them, and so it was kind of neat that when he sent me the bones, I had just ordered one for him. So he and I exchanged bones, you know. I had ordered one to ship to his house, and he ordered one to ship to my house. So, you know, that's when you got friends that are like pipe friends, you almost read each other's minds without meaning to. This is wrapped up really well, too. I wonder what these... I sometimes just have them... Oh! That's, nothing. But in that, it's just a neat... It's got a really neat band on it and stuff like that. I don't know if it's been smoked or not. It has a P-tip on it, though. So I think that's kind of probably why. Oh, and then here's my... I always feel like somebody's watching me. Look, it's as big as my head. It is a humongous pipe, in case you're wondering, I mean. But it's just it's really one of those art pipes. Isn't that neat, though? It's all one piece. It's one piece of wood. So it's never been smoked, but it's really odd looking up at there. Like somebody chewed on it, but not really. Couldn't be. And there's one of my little pocket pipes. That one's a Boots. Actually, a Boots Shokan. This was a pipe from Miss Skeeter. I would love to see Miss Skeeter when we go to Texas. However, because they're in Texas too, she is right now in Louisiana working with insurance companies to get. I don't know if you guys knew, I did that for 2 or 3 years in a row. And I would go down to where the disasters were. And what all my job was to help these people file the correct paperwork. Because some of them just were unable to do that. Well, Miss Skeeter, I remember at the time, had asked me how to go about doing it. And I told her, you know, how I did it. And I find it I just love it that she's going down to do that. Oh, here's my Kristen Pedersen. Pederson, Norway. It's an unsmoked pipe. You know what? I think I bought this last year, or maybe the year before. Do you see how that has that nice little curve at the bottom there? Small pipe, but it's not been smoked. So I got a feeling and it's got a really pretty red stem. I'm gonna have to look it up. Kristen Pedersen, Pederson. Well, you know, I like new I like new pipe makers. I like new pipes. This was an XS, extra small. If you can see that, this is I smoked the hell out of this. Actually, this one is not what I thought it was, but it's Bit and Bob's. Oh, it's a little Italian pipe. It wasn't what I thought at all. I must have bought it at one of the pipe shows, though, because, you know, for me to think that it was, must have been at that same time frame. Isn't that just a gorgeous little pipe? It's a nice little setter. Does everything you want, and it's only this big. Only that big. That big. Perfect size. Okay. This is still in that same box. Do you realize how many? Just this one was given to me when I was a little kid. This little old lady painted it for me years and years. We're talking about 50 years ago or more. Oh my God, it was more than 50 years ago. This pipe is so old. I was just a little girl when she gave that to me. I was so lucky growing up the way I did. I just have to say that. Head 'em up, heel 'em out. Ride! There's my little wagon train. Taster pipe. I'm sure it's probably supposed to be a dope pipe. But it's got an odd bit on that one. Are you getting tired yet? This is still the same box, guys. Oh, another one of the little pipes. I had a couple of those Vest Pocket pipes. Let's see. There is a story about those. I can't remember who is related or how, but when that little Vest Pocket pipe came into being, somebody offered it to one of the companies, the design to one of the companies, and for some reason, now I'm probably totally wrong, but for some reason I think it was like a Carthage was his name, and I think he married into a pipe family, not the Dunhill or the, you know, not the Dunhill family, but he married into a pipe family. And I don't want to say it's, you know, the Boots show can type of family, but it was a pretty predominant pipe making family. And he became, you know, a son-in-law. And when he became the son-in-law, all of a sudden that pipe started getting made and copied and everything, you know. But like I said, up until he actually married into a family that allowed him to do that, he couldn't sell that pipe for nothing. He was just trying to sell the design, and he couldn't get a maker to buy the design. And so once he started making it, of course, at that point, other places wanted that design, because back in the old days, there was pipe pockets, you know, in all their vests. Vest pockets. I would see, those are the kind of stories that I didn't write down as they were happening. And so now for me to go back and try to find the right names and all of that kind of stuff, it's a neat story, and I know the bits players and stuff like that, maybe not the names, but I understand the story. But, you know, who's going to carry on that story? You know, who's gonna, it's just the old pipe makers, you know, just like the new pipe makers, they come, they go so quick. Who has time to tell their story before they're gone? And that's what I think, My God, this pipe must have 100 pipes in it. I mean, that was just that first group of them. Here is another set of, and I'm dropping them out. A little one. These might not. Well, this was a longer day than I planned on with this. I'm still looking for that box of tobacco I need to find. I get laywayed. I came down without a pipe, and so as a result, you know, I'm sitting here going, oh, well, now, this is a Stetson. Remember, I told you guys about little Stetsons that they gave away when you bought a Stetson pipe? This is a Stetson. And it is they're my all-time favorite pipes. I know, Dunhill, blah, 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 blah. But because I'm a clincher, and it did used to have stingers on them, but I took the stingers out. Because I'm a clincher, these little pipes like this, and I don't care if I ruin them. You know, and I've had them so long, my gosh. These pipes have held up absolutely amazing for when I get back to thinking about how old they are. That's the thing. I don't recognize how old I am until I start thinking about the age on some of these pipes. Imagine that's a rope. Yep, nice rope. I don't remember, but it seems like I remember when I got this pipe. I think it was gifted to me, and the thing I liked about it was it unscrewed the base out of it. I imagine there's names on them all. I'm just getting too old and too blind to care. I don't care anymore. Oh, of course now, everybody can pretty much recognize these. These are Sujis. That's an old one. Another older one. A lot of my pipes are old. What can I say? Peterson, of course. God, look at the bit on that. Oh, I should be so ashamed of myself. Really. Someone said, well, why don't you just get him cleaned? I have... truthfully, in the end, because of pipes being what they are and how they sell and stuff, once you've enjoyed a pipe a whole lot, not necessarily your Dunhills, your Petersons, or any of the expensive ones, but once you've enjoyed a pipe, you know, quite a bit, the cleaning of it doesn't enhance it much for yourself as it does for others. And I just don't got that kind of money, truthfully. I used to have friends that liked to do it, you know. I'm still mad at Danny for dying. He promised he was going to do all these. He said he was going to do them all. Another Peterson that's in bad shape. That's my... Oh, see, and maybe that's my problem too. Because I've got so many pipes. This is a custom built. Maybe because I've got so many pipes that haven't been even smoked, some of them much at all. I don't have the need to clean them in order to use them again. I'm a bad girl. I'm a very bad girl. Straight grain. Man. That doesn't mean I don't love them all. Just because they're not clean has no reflection on my... There's some that fell down in there that didn't make it up to the top here. You guys, there's that's just 1/3 of the... Okay, you have seen less than half the box, and I haven't even got to the ones that are really wrapped loosely either. A Luxor. I used to have another pipe I called Batman, and so I would smoke Luke Lexor and Batman together when I was smoking them. Let me keep going. This is going to be a church warden. Oh, maybe not. I mean, it is a church warden shape, but it doesn't feel like it down here. So let's see. You guys wondered how I got You guys, I just don't think you understand it. All these boxes have pipes and tobacco in them. And that's, I have baskets down here that, you know, the last baskets I used and stuff. I'm not sure why I didn't put all of these into cases. I think in order for me to get more of them in there. Is this my, oh, they don't make these anymore, I don't think. Now that's a granddaddy pipe. I'm pretty sure they quit making these. If they did, I think they were, you know, making people were calling for them to bring them back. But I don't think they did. We actually bought this. I know when I bought this. I bought this in August, 2 years ago exactly. August 8th or 9th to be sure. I have to look on the train ticket. This is when Danny and me and his sister went to Meerschaum Pipe Company, and we took a big tour of the Meerschaum Pipe Company. It was one of the, these here are tobacco jars. That's what's in this one down here, and I really don't want to bring them out. I'm sure they've got tobacco in them. A lot of jars that came, I had a thing for a while there of buying the tobacco jar that came with tobacco in it. You know, a lot of some of the older companies, not as much now as they used to, but almost always you were able to pick up a really nice canister with tobacco in it from some company sometime or another, 2 or 3 times a year. You know, HH came out with the big ceramic ones. You know, everybody came out with a bigger container to put that in. And over the years, everybody has. I have a Dunhill case around here somewhere. It's another big pipe. You know, I don't know how I got so many doggone cobs. I mean, there is no way in hell I would smoke either one of those last two. Well, I won't ever smoke that one because I got it with Danny, but I just don't know why. You know, there are some times when you pick up a pipe and you say, man, that's gorgeous, and you pick it up, even knowing that I could never fill this full of pipe tobacco and smoke it. I ought to see if my boys down in Texas want some of those big pipes. Everything's bigger in Texas. Maybe maybe they need bigger pipes in Texas. They're going to see this before I get down there, so I'm sure I'm going to hear about it when I get down there. A blue pipe. What was it, a Medico, K. Woody? A not blue pipe. Isn't that a beauty? Oh. It's a little Big Ben. It's a little Big Ben. Man, I just might have to, you know. I'm up to like 12 pipes already that I'm going to take with me. And I'm only going to be gone less than 2 weeks. I mean, I know I smoke 3 to 4 pipes a day, without a doubt, every day. But do I need to carry that many with me? I am not one of those people, though, that can just take one pipe and say, this is the pipe I'm going to smoke today. I'm just not that person. I've never been that person. I've always, you know, had 2 or 3 that I would line up for the day. And got some nice material here coming out that I didn't realize I had been stuffing in these. Oh, these are some of my... Now, that's a well-used pipe. These are all well-loved pipes. I call them used pipes, but... Oh, here's my Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Piece of crap. I know what it is, at least. I have no illusions sometimes about my pipes. I know some people think everyone... Oh, there's the red one that goes with the blue one. I should have a white one in here, too, because I bought red, white, and blue of those. Nope. Don't see it. Okay, that was the trash pipe. There's the red one. There's Santa Claus. There's the white one. That's not the right white one. Oh, here's one of those. These are those pipes I really like too. These are, like I say, such a flat pipe. I mean, it's very flat. It's very, the bowl is very narrow. It's got a silver band that isn't silver anymore on it. Sterling Hall by Briarcraft. I've used it. Oh God, I'm almost afraid to talk to somebody about cleaning all these pipes up. For one thing, they'd have to move in with me for like a month or two, and then you know, just the supplies you'd have to get. Oh, this is just a nice stand well. Well loved. You can tell me, I burn my edges terrible. I used to, on my Dunhills, I lick them so that it steams instead of burns. Well, I'm not finding my tin of tobacco, am I? I have a really, well, these are, yeah, these are just more tins. That one feels like it's got a loose lid. What is it? Oh, okay. That's all right for it to have a loose lid. Amber glass with the old, honest to God, lead top. So that shows you how old that is. Don't use it. It has a glass porcelain underneath that lead lid, and the porcelain is white porcelain, and that probably protects you from it. But rather than take a chance, you know, I use it for putting my tampers in or something like that. Something where I can take that lid off, lay it against the back of the case, and leave that jar open. Or, I hate to admit it, it's probably going to stay in this box for another 2 or 3 years. See, that's what's so sad. Those of you who are collecting pipes, I pulled out a couple for myself that I'm going to take up with me. I'm going to take up that one and that one so far. I didn't get, when I came down here last time and I opened my Dunhills, I wasn't going to take any of them up, but now I got a whole shelf full of Dunhills up there. I was like, okay, I had to bring them back down and start again. And it's like, well, that was one box, you guys. I have got to get in gear and get what I need to get done. Oh, now see, this is a box of tobacco. And this is got 2 Dunbars, 2 Aperitif, 2 Elizabeth, 2 Rubbed, 2 Dark Flake, 2 Early Morning, 2 UK Rolls, UK Navy Rolls, and 2 UK Standard Mellow. Now the difference between when I have a UK on it is it's a UK come from UK, made in UK, as opposed to made in Denmark. And that's why I'm trying to find that other tobacco. It is a wonderful case of probably, I want to say 35 to 50-year-old. Don't know, got to look at it and find out. It's a nice big tin of 965. And, you know, it ain't going to get no better. But it was something I wanted to share. But I don't think that's going to work today. You want to see why I'm having such a trial? I'll show you some. I'll just open a few. Here's what's in that box. Can you see it? I can't, so. Over there, that's a basket that is full of the stuff I took off my shelves last. That's a basket of stuff that I probably took off my shelves last. So let's go to another. You want to do another box? All right, what's this box? Oh, this box is easy. See how heavy it is. This looks like, this is mostly those will be my Draculas. Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are my Draculas. Everybody knows what a Dracula looks like. These seem to be some of my nice cases, and then, ooh. Because unless I have room to put these out, I don't think I'm gonna be opening these for a while. I'm gonna have to just hold off, but like I say, I am going to go start searching through for my I bet I got some Paul's pipes in there. I tell you, I love my boys. Rick Black, he was such a fun guy and stuff. And then, you know, I got the new. I have had the best life. I got to meet some of the old carvers. You know, I got to meet carvers like Eric and people like that as they were learning their craft. You know, a lot of the blenders who have passed on, you know, it was, I'm reminiscing and you guys don't care. All right, well, you all have a good day. I'm going to be stuck down here in the basement for a little while, it looks like, trying to find that damn tin of tobacco. See, it's because I want one special tin that I'm having trouble finding it. If I wasn't looking for it, I would be stumbling all over it every day. No, I wouldn't. It's been put up pretty good. So that's why I'm trying to remember just exactly what did I put that in. Because it was my oldest tin. You know, most of it's under 20, so a lot of it's over 10 though. I've got a whole bunch of tobaccos in that 10, 15-year range that I have just got to use. Isn't that a shame? What a terrible, terrible dilemma I'm in. What am I going to do with all these tobaccos? Guess I'm going to have to live to be, well, for Walter, I thought I was going to have to live to be around 200 and something. But then I got lucky, and that fire wiped out a lot of my tobaccos. So that cut 100 years off my life right there. So now I only have to live to be 145, 160 at the most. Happy, happy? Joy, joy? Oh, and I'm going to Texas! We actually, I know, pandemic and blah, blah, blah. We have quarantined ourselves and we'll be in quarantine until we go to Texas so that we don't take nothing down to Texas with us, because I don't want